Thanks for joining me today as I play more APBA baseball, Great Teams of the Past, season number 3. Today's game features the 1940 Cincinnati Reds and the 1937 New York Yankees. It's game 1 of their 4-game series. If you're new here, let me reset what I'm doing. I've divided the APBA Great Teams of the Past into eras. This is season number 3, featuring teams from 1931 to 1946, 9-team league. Each team plays the other 4 times, so a 32-game schedule. This is week number 7. We are deep into it, nearing the end. And as you look at the standings, Yankees versus Reds, they are up there at the top, and this is a big series. The Yankees, 15-9, tied with the Cubs and the Dodgers. The Cubs had the bye here in week 7. The Dodgers took 3 out of 4 from the Red Sox to pull into this tie. The Yankees have not yet had the bye. They actually have the bye in the last week of the season, week number 9. So this series with the Reds and then one more in week 8. So they need to build a lot of wins so that they can have enough so that hopefully for them, the Cubs and the Dodgers can't overtake them in the final week. So big series for them. Meanwhile, for the Reds, you see they are in 4th place at 11-9. Could they sweep the Yankees and also move up to a tie for first with 15-9? Well, possibly, but not likely. This is a very good Yankees team. So we shall see. This is game 1 of 4. 1940 Reds, the 1937 Yankees. The 1940 Reds, they won 100 games. They won the World Series against the Detroit Tigers. The 37 Yanks, they won 102 games. They beat the New York Giants in the World Series. Let us meet the starting lineups for this contest. Leading off and playing third base for the Cincinnati Reds, Billy Werber. Second baseman is Lonnie Frey. First baseman, Frank McCormick. Batting cleanup and catching, it's Ernie Lombardi. Left fielder is Mike McCormick. The right fielder is Ivo Goodman. In center field, it's Harry Kraft. The shortstop is Billy Myers. And on the hill for the Reds, Gene Thompson. Thompson 16-9, a 3.32 ERA in 1940. And so far here in Great Teams of the Past, Season 3, Thompson has a 1-2 record, a 4.00 ERA after 5 starts. He's coming off an effort against the Washington Senators in which he had a no decision, went 7 innings, gave up 5 hits, 4 runs, and 1 walk, and struck out 4. For the home team, the New York Yankees, leading off and playing left field, Jake Powell. Third baseman is Red Rolfe. Center field, it's Joe DiMaggio. First baseman's Lou Gehrig. Catcher is Bill Dickey. Right fielder, Myril Hogue. Shortstop is Frank Crosetti. Second baseman is Tony Lazzeri. And the starting pitcher, it's the Yankees ace, Lefty Gomez. Gomez went 21-11 with a 2.33 ERA in 1937. And he has even though Gomez is one of the highest rated pitchers in this league, he has been up and down. He has a 3-3 record after 6 starts. He has a 2.20 earned run average, which is very good, ranks him 7th in the league. He does have 3 shutouts. All 3 of his wins have been by shutout, and that leads the league. He's also first in the league with 43 strikeouts. So Gene Thompson versus Lefty Gomez here today. The Yankees come in with one of the best hitting teams in the league, a 250 team batting average, ranked 2nd in the league at the start of week number 7. The Reds 8th at 223. Very close team ERAs coming in. The Reds 4th in the league at 3.20. The Yankees 5th, 3.27. But they have Gomez going today, who has been better than a 3.27. So let's play ball. First game between the Reds and the Yankees. Leading off for the Reds, it's Billy Werber. Werber is batting .214 on the season. 43 is a 29, and he doesn't get much on it. It's it back to the pitcher, Gomez. He fields it, throws over to first for the first out. Here's Lonnie Frey. He's batting .266 on the season, coming off a great series against the Washington Senators. Reds split with the Senators in the last week of play. Frey hit .438, 7 hits and 16 at-bats. 45-14, he draws a walk, so the Reds have a base runner with 1 out. Brings up Frank McCormick. McCormick's batting .244 with a team-high 3 home runs. 35-9. Gomez is an A pitcher, but that 9, that is a base hit. Frey stops at second, so runners on first and second, 1 out. Ernie Lombardi, a cleanup hitter. He is Cincinnati's best hitter. He's batting .301 this season with a couple of home runs. And chance to get the Reds on the scoreboard here. Runner in scoring position. Oh, that almost rolled to 66, but no, it's a 56, which is a 34. And there's a K, and Gomez has the K. So that is a strikeout. Gomez strikes out Lombardi for the second out. So can Mike McCormick come through? McCormick's batting second on the team for the Reds with a .268 average. 22 is a 7, and that is a base hit into left. They are going to send Lonnie Frey. They will wave him home. Frey is fast. He slides in safely with the game's first run. McCormick goes from first to third. Frank McCormick goes from first to third. Mike McCormick has an RBI single. It's already 1-0 Reds here in the top of the first. Runners at the corners. 2 outs for Ivo Goodman. Goodman batting .189 on the season. 65-35, pops it up. It's drifting in foul territory behind the plate. Bill Dickey makes the catch for the third out. The Reds score 1 run on 2 hits in the top of the first and lead 1-0. Here come the Yankees. Jake Powell to lead things off. Powell's batting .253 this season. 32 is a 26. Ground ball right side. Frey fields it cleanly, throws over to first, 1 out. Here's Red Rolf. Rolf batting just .189 on the season. 66 is a 0. He will get a hit here. Roll on his second column. He had 4 home runs in 1937. 26 is a 6, and he will belt one into right center field, and Red Rolf will have a 1-out double. And that brings us to the 1-2 punch of Joe DiMaggio and Lou Gehrig, 2 of the league's top hitters. No surprise there. DiMaggio batting .358 on the season, ranked 3rd in the league at the start of week number 7. He was first in the league with 20 runs scored, first in the league with 9 home runs, tied for 4th in the league with 17 runs batted in. So can he add to that total here? Rolf's on second with 1 out. Pitch to DiMaggio. 34 is a 31. And that will be a fly ball to right, shallow enough that Rolf will stay put on second base. Goodman makes the catch, and there are 2 outs. So here's Lou Gehrig. Gehrig is batting .305, which ranked him 7th at the start of the week. DiMaggio leads the league with 9 home runs. Gehrig is just 1 behind with 8. And Gehrig ranks 3rd in the league with 18 runs batted in. So, Lou Gehrig, 2 outs, runner on second. And he will come through. That 7 is a base hit into right. Red Rolf will score from second, and we are all tied up. Gehrig's team best 19th run batted in of the season. So 2 outs, runner on first for Bill Dickey. Dickey's hitting .279. That's 3 home runs. 55 is a 7, and that is another base hit. Puts one between the first and second baseman. It's into right field, and Lou Gehrig will go from first to third on the hit. Runners on the corners, 2 outs for Myril Hogue. Hogue batting a team worst 184 among the Yankee starters. 13's a 14. Thompson walks Hogue to load the bases. And that brings up Frank Crosetti. Crosetti is hitting 190 on the season, has hit 3 home runs. Crosetti with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Thompson's pitch. 45 is a 14. Thompson does not have the Z, and Crosetti walks, and that is a RBI walk with the bases loaded, and now it is 2-1 Yankees. Here's Tony Lazzeri. Lazzeri is red hot right now. He's raised his average to 282 on the season. He is batting in the last series against the Philadelphia Athletics. Lazzeri hit .615, 8 hits and 13 at-bats. 7 of those hits were extra bases, 5 doubles and 2 triples. He's up to 8 doubles on the season, tying him for second in the league. Lazzeri, the bases loaded and 2 outs. 61's a 24, and that is a ground ball to the shortstop Myers, and he will get the third out. So the Yankees leave the bases loaded, but they do score 2 runs on the Gehrig RBI single and the bases loaded walk to Crosetti. 2-1 Yanks after the first inning. 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Reds. In the top of the second, Harry Kraft. Kraft is batting 192. 66, he'll have a hit here. He'll roll in his second column. 6 home runs in 1940. 13 is a 6, and Kraft belts one into the left field. Jake Powell is going to have to chase after it. Harry Kraft leads off the top of the second with a double. Billy Myers comes to the plate. Myers hitting a team worst 136, and he is cold. He went 0 for 12 in the last series against the Senators. So runner on second, nobody out. Myers. 35's a 39. Myers takes the pitch. Kraft is attempting to steal third. Bill Dickey guns him down. And that's the first out. So nobody on, 1 out. Billy Myers. 35 is a 13. Gomez strikes out Myers, out number 2. Nope, I messed up. I was looking at the wrong card there. 35 is a 39. It is a strike. Myers is still at the plate. 55's an 8, but against the A pitcher, that'll just be a pop-up left side and caught by Red Roll for the second out. Now Gene Thompson comes to the plate. Thompson 1 for 9 batting so far on the season. 44 is an 8, another pop-up, also caught by the third baseman, Red Rolf. And not quite a 1-2-3 inning, but he only faced the 3 batters after Kraft doubled and was caught stealing. Lefty Gomez leads off the bottom of the second for the Yankees. Gomez is 2 for 16, a 125 average so far this season. 61's a 27, and that's an X. Thompson has the X. Thompson strikes out Gomez. Back to the top of the order for the Yankees, Jake Powell. He is 0 for 1. 13's a 14. Thompson issues another walk. A lot of control problems early. Here's Red Rolf. Doubled in his first time up. 65 is a 35, popped up behind the plate. Catcher Ernie Lombardi will make the catch for the second out. There's Joe DiMaggio, 0 for 1. Joe DiMaggio, this was just his second season in Major League Baseball, 1937. He finished second in the MVP voting. 12 is a 25, and that is a ground ball to second. Ray throws over to first for the third out. To the third inning, still 2-1 Yankees. Top of the order for the Reds, Billy Werber. He is 0 for 1. 43 is a 29, hits it back to the pitcher. Gomez has it, throws over to first, 1 out. Lonnie Frey walked his first time up. 13's a 14, he will walk again. Base runner for the Reds with 1 out. Here's Frank McCormick. McCormick singled his last time up. 24 is a 13, Gomez strikes out McCormick, 2 away. And here's Ernie Lombardi. He struck out his first time at the plate. 32 is at 26, ground ball to the second baseman, Tony Lazzeri. He will make the play for the third out. To the bottom of the third. 4, 5, 6 hitters for the Yankees, starting with Lou Gehrig. He had an RBI single in the first inning. And that 11 is a 4. The 4 is a ball hit sharply down on the third base line. Mike McCormick chases it into the corner. Lou Gehrig has himself a double. Nobody out. Runner on second for the Yankees. Here's Bill Dickey. He had a single his first time up. 12's a 25. And Cincinnati has a fielding 1 defense. And that's bad news for the Yankees because Dickey hits a shot, but it's lined right at Billy Myers. Lou Gehrig had wandered a little bit too far off the base. Myers throws to Frey at second covering, and that is a double play. And base runner is erased, and now there are 2 outs, nobody on. Myril Hogue is up. He walked his first plate appearance. 14's a 30, fly ball to left. No problem for Mike McCormick. Side retired. We go to the top of the fourth. 5, 6, 7 hitters for Cincinnati. Mike McCormick. He had a base hit his first time up. He actually drove in the Reds' only run of the game. 42's a 9 against the A pitcher, though. That is a ground ball to the shortstop, Crissetti. Throws over to first, 1 out. There's Ivo Goodman, who is 0 for 1. And that 11 is a 0. He'll roll in his second column, 12 home runs in 1940. 45 is a 6, and Goodman hits one sharply into right center field. It'll roll to the wall. Ivo Goodman has a 1-out double. Harry Kraft doubled his last time up. What can he do? 1 out, runner on second. 16's a 28. Ground ball to the shortstop, Crissetti. Goodman has to stay put. He throws over to first and gets the second out. Billy Myers is 0 for 1. 41 is a 28. Another ground ball to short. Fielded cleanly, and the out is made, and that ends the top of the fourth. 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Yankees coming up. Here's Frank Crissetti, who had a bases-loaded walk in the first inning. 62's 13. Thompson strikes out Crissetti. Here's Tony Lazzeri, who is 0 for 1. 43's a 29. That's an X. Thompson has the X. Thompson strikes out Lazzeri. Yankee pitcher Lefty Gomez steps in, struck out his first time up. 42-13, Thompson strikes out Gomez for the second time. And Thompson strikes out the side. We go to the fifth, still 2-1 Yankees. All the runs scored in the first inning. We've had zeros since then. After striking out the side, Gene Thompson leads off the top of the fifth. 0 for 1 today. 24-13, Gomez strikes out Thompson. It's 2 at-bats. Thompson struck out Gomez, then Gomez struck out Thompson. Here's Billy Werber, top of the order for the Reds. He's 0 for 2 today. 31's a 9, but against the A pitcher. Hit up the middle, but Frank Corsetti is able to get to it and throws over to first for the second out. Lonnie Frey has walked twice. 22 is an 8. And against an A pitcher, not good enough. Popped up left side, caught by the third baseman, Red Rolf. And 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Top of the order for the Yankees, Jake Powell, 0 for 1 with a walk. 36 is a 12. It's sharply at the third baseman, Billy Werber. Knocks it down, picks it up, fires it over to first, 1 out. Red Rolf is 1 for 2 with a double. 24 is a 31. Deep fly ball to center field, but it will stay in the park and will be caught by Harry Kraft for the second out. Here's Joe DiMaggio, came into today hitting .358, but he is 0 for 2 so far. This time, though, 42 is a 9, and against the B pitcher, DiMaggio puts one over the shortstop's head and into left center field. DiMaggio has himself a single. 5th hit of the game for the Yankees. Reds have 4. So 2 outs, runner on first. Here's Lou Gehrig, who is 2 for 2. A single, a double, a run driven in. 24 is a 41. Oh no. 24 is a 41. Ground ball to second. Frey tosses it to Myers, and they get the out. But unfortunately, oh no, for the Yankees, Joe DiMaggio, running from first to second, pulled up lame, pulled something, pulled his hamstring, and he is injured. And Joe DiMaggio's day is done. That is very unfortunate. So let's get that in the books here. Out. Nope, ground out, out. Play fielder's choice, 4-6. Out second. That ends the inning. DiMaggio will have to take a seat. They're going to bring George Selkirk in to replace him. And that is a bummer. We will not see Joe DiMaggio anymore in this contest. 2 straight games I have seen we've rolled an injury, and both times it's been a star. Last game it was the Boston Red Sox ace Dave Ferris, and this time it's Joe DiMaggio. So we're having some bad luck here. Anyway, to the top of the 6th, still 2-1 Yankees. 3, 4, 5 hitters for the Reds. Frank McCormick, he's 1 for 2. 22 is a 0. He'll get to roll on his second column. He had 19 home runs in 1940. Can he tie it up here? 41 is just an 8, and he'll hit it into left center field. It will fall in for a hit, but just a single. Both teams now have 5 hits for the game. Here's Ernie Lombardi. He is 0 for 2. Not a good roll for the Reds. 41 is a 24. Ground ball to the shortstop, Crissetti. He tosses it to Lazzeri. On to Gehrig. Double play. 2 outs. Mike McCormick. He is 1 for 2. 33 is a 7. That's a base hit into right. Two outs, runner on first. Ivo Goodman, 1 for 2, doubled his last time up. 15 is an 8 against the A pitcher. Ground ball right side. Gehrig makes the stop, throws to Gomez covering first, and that's the third out. Since the first inning, both pitchers have been very good. 5, 6, 7 hitters for the Yankees here in the bottom of the 6th. Bill Dickey to lead things off. Dickey's 1 for 2. Dickey was 5th in the AL MVP voting in 1937. 53 is a 19. Ground ball at third baseman Billy Werber. Picks it up, throws to first. Throw is in the dirt. McCormick can't scoop it. And that is an E5. Leadoff runners on board on the error. Myral Hogue, he is 0 for 1 with a walk. 33 is a 0. He'll roll on his second column. 3 home runs in 1937. 46 is a 6. He puts one down the right field line. Goodman chases after it. Bill Dickey, will they stop him at third or will they send him? Dickey's slow. They will hold him up. Myral Hogue has a double. Now there are runners on second and third. Nobody out. Frank Crissetti, bases loaded walk in the first inning, struck out his last time up. Trailing 2-1 here in the 6th, the Reds will bring the infield in. 34 is the 31. Fly ball to center. Not deep enough for Dickey to test Harry Kraft's arm. He'll stay put. It'll just be a put out by the center fielder Kraft for the first out. Here's Tony Lazzeri, 0 for 2, struck out his last time up. Infield still in. Won't matter. 66 is a 0. Lazzeri, 14 home runs in 1937. And what will he do here? "24 is a 6, and that is belted into right field. Ivo Goodman's going to run to the wall to get it. Bill Dickey will score. Myral Hogue will score. Tony Lazzeri has a 2-run double, and it is 4-1 Yankees. Lazzeri comes through with his 11th and 12th runs batted in of the season, and his 6th double in the last 5 games. Here's Lefty Gomez. He's struck out twice. 23 is a 33. Pops it up. Shortstop Billy Myers will call for it and make the catch for the second out. It's Jake Powell, who is 0 for 2 with a walk. 15's a 10 against the B pitcher. That is just a hard hit ball down the left side. Billy Werber stabs at it, makes the catch, throws across the diamond in time for the third out. But the Yankees add 2 on the Lazzeri 2-run double. It's 4-1 going to the 7th. Lefty Gomez, at this point, has given up 1 run and 6 hits in 6 innings. He'll be facing the 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Reds. Harry Kraft, 1 for 2 with a double. 31's a 9. Ground ball to the shortstop, Crissetti. 1 away. There's Billy Myers, who is 0 for 2. 25's a 9. A pitcher, another ground ball to the shortstop. Crissetti makes the play again, 2 outs. Gene Thompson, he's gone 6 innings, given up 4 runs and 7 hits. And will it be the end of his day? Oh, I got to get something going here. So, yep, his day is done. The Reds will bring Eddie Juiced up to pinch hit. Juiced 1 for 3 at the plate this season. So, can he do anything against Lefty Gomez with 2 outs? Yes, he will. An 11, a 0. He gets to roll in his second column, had just 1 home run in 1940. 26 is an 11, and Juice slaps one into left field for a base hit. And then on the first pitch to Billy Werber, Juice steals second. So the Reds will have a runner on second with 2 outs for Billy Werber. Werber is 0 for 3. Can he come through with 2 outs? No, 14's a 30, and then as a fly ball to left, Jake Powell has it to end the inning. So the Reds need a new pitcher. They have arguably the league's top reliever in Joe Beggs. He leads the league with 6 saves. They're not going to waste him here, trailing 4-1, so not great. Whole lot to choose from here. They're going to turn to Whitey Moore. Moore, so far this season, 1-0 with a 0.00 ERA in his 5 previous appearances. He has given up 3 hits and 2 walks, no runs in 5 2/3 innings. Let's see if he can keep that going against a very good Yankee lineup. 2, 3, 4 hitters for the Yanks here in the bottom of the 7th. Red Rolf is 1 for 3 with a double. 65's a 35 ground ball to the first baseman, Frank McCormick. He takes it himself. 1 out. Here's the Joe DiMaggio spot, but he was removed from the game, and George Selkirk is the hitter. Selkirk is batting .500. He's 2 for 4 with 2 home runs on the season, all as a pinch hitter. 36 is a 12 ground ball left side. Third baseman Werber has it, throws over to first, 2 outs. Here's Lou Gehrig. He's 2 for 3. RBI single in the first inning. Also has a double. 26 is a 14. All right. Hang on one second. I forgot to change the picture here in the book. Okay, let me just undo a couple things here. Pitcher's Whitey Moore. Red Rolf, ground ball to first. Put Selkirk in here to hit. Ground ball to third baseman. There we go. Gehrig now. 2 for 3 at the plate. 2 outs, nobody on. 52 is 27 is an X, and Moore strikes out Gehrig for the 3rd out. Good inning for the reliever, Whitey Moore. We go to the 8th. 2, 3, 4 hitters for Cincinnati. Lonnie Frey to lead things off. He is 0 for 1, has walked twice. 66 is a 0. We'll roll on his second column. 8 home runs in 1940. 52 is a 6, and Frey will leg out a double to start the top of the 8th. Frank McCormick is 2 for 3 today. Frank McCormick was the MVP of the 1940 season for the Reds. Can he add? Can he come up with another base hit here, score a run? 64 is a 37. And that is bad news for the Reds, as Lonnie Frey, maybe he was looking to steal third, got a little too far away from second base, and Gomez picks him off. Terrible thing to do when you're down 4-1. So 1 out, nobody on. McCormick. 41 is a 24. There's a K. Gomez strikes out McCormick. Now Ernie Lombardi, who is 0 for 3. 66 is a drive to left. It is beep. It is back. It is gone. Ernie Lombardi with a solo home run. And now that pickoff looms large as it's 4-2 Yankees. It could have been 4-3. Lombardi, that is his third home run of the season, ties him for the team lead. All right, 4-2 Yankees. Mike McCormick comes to the plate. He is 2 for 3. 41's a 28. There's a K. Gomez strikes out McCormick to end the top of the 8th. Yankees still lead by 2 after the Lombardi home run. Bill Dickey will lead off the bottom of the 8th. Dickey's 1 for 3. 41's a 24. Ground ball to the shortstop Myers. He'll throw him out. 1 away. Myral Hogue, 1 for 2, has a double, has walked. Another 66. We'll roll on Hogue's second column. 3 home runs in 1937. Will he add another double or do something better? 53 is a 6, and he will have his second double in a row. Hogue had 1 double in his first 24 games of the season. He's got 2 here today. That brings to the plate Frank Crosetti, 0 for 2 with a walk. 24 is a 13 more, strikes out Crosetti. Now Tony Lazzeri, he had the big 2-run double in the 6th inning. Can he add to the Yankees' lead here with another hit? 56 is a 34, and that is a pop-up right side, caught by the second baseman Lonnie Frey. That'll end the inning. We go to the 9th. The Reds are down to their final 3 outs. Lefty Gomez try to finish this one off. He's given up 2 runs and 9 hits in 8 innings. He will face the Reds' 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Beginning with Ivo Goodman, who is 1 for 3. 33 is a 0. Another player where we will roll on his second column. Actually, Goodman already has 1 double today, so he's already rolled to his second column once. So will he get a second double, or can he do something better? 12 home runs in 1940. 34, well, it's not a double. 34 is an 11, and that's a base hit into left. And then on the first pitch to Harry Kraft, Ivo Goodman steals second. Sure, you really want to have your guys stealing bases when you're down by 2 in the 9th, but it worked out for the Reds there. So tying run comes to the plate in Harry Kraft. Nobody out, runner on second. Kraft is 1 for 3. He's already had a double. Had a lot of extra base hits in this one. Gomez's pitch to Kraft. 21 is a 30. Routine fly ball to left, caught by Jake Powell for the first out. Here's Billy Myers, who is 0 for 3, who is 0 for 15 in the last 5 games. He's due, right? What's Billy Myers going to do? Oh, 63 is 31. Fly ball to center. Selkirk has it for the second out. Goodman stays put. Come to the pitcher spot, so Whitey Moore will be replaced by Maury Arnovich. Arnovich this season hitting .300, 3 hits in 10 at-bats. So the Reds are down to their last out. Gomez has pitched to Arnovich. A 35, which is a 40, which is a deep fly ball to right, but it's going to die at the warning track. Myril Hogue will make the catch, and that's the ball game. The 1937 Yankees defeat the 1940 Reds 4-2 in the opener of their 4-game series. That lets the Yankees take a half-game lead in the standings. The Yankees now 16-9 with the win. The Reds drop to 11-10. For the 1937 Yankees, 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 7 runners on base. For the 1940 Reds, 2 runs on 10 hits, 1 error. They left 7 runners on base. 8 hits for the Yankees. Lou Gehrig and Myril Hogue both had 2-hit games. Of their 8 hits, 5 were doubles. 2 by Hogue. Rolf Gehrig and Lazzeri all had doubles. Lazzeri had the big 2-run double in the 6th. Turned out to be the winning margin. Lefty Gomez will get the win. Gomez will improve to 4-3 on the season. First time he won a game without throwing a shutout. 9 innings, 10 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts for Gomez. For the Reds, 10 hits, 2-hit games by both McCormicks, Frank and Mike, as well as Ivo Goodman. 4 of their 10 hits went for extra bases. Ernie Lombardi had the solo home run in the 8th. Frey, Goodman, and Kraft had doubles. Gene Thompson will take the loss. He will fall to 1-3 on the season. 6 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Whitey Moore pitched 2 solid innings of relief. So that's it. Game 1 of this series. This will be the only one of this series on YouTube. So if you're watching this, by this point, all 4 games in this series have been played. And if you want to find out what happened, you can head over to my website, rogersportsgames.com, and you can see the box scores, the team stats, the write-ups, everything to do with this series. And because this is the final series of week number 7, soon after that recap, we will get the league standings and league leaders, the weekly recap up as well. So if you want to see how everybody in the league is doing and where everyone stands, check out that as well, rogersportsgames.com. So that's all from Yankee Stadium. Yankees send the home fans back home happy after a 4-2 victory. Hopefully Joe DiMaggio's okay and gets back into the lineup for game number 2. So that's all from here. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe.